Hello, everybody. Welcome to Karen's Stamp Pad. My name is Karen Scott, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Edmonton, Alberta. So welcome to today's live. Today, as I put in the description, I am playing with the Kindest and Friendly Gnomes stamp sets and dies. So I'm going to do a couple of cards that that I think are really cute, and I'm going to show you. I've got some cards already done, different gnomes, because you can use the dies on both sets. So the gnomes, you only need the one set of dies and the two stamp sets, and they're interchangeable. You can use them at Christmas as it was the Kindest gnomes that came out at Christmas in the Christmas catalog. And yeah, I really like those. So so I got the Friendly Gnomes, and I've been playing with that, and they have some cute hello, Denise. How are you? How are you today? Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. So not much to tell other than the Stampin' Up! Grab these because they are retiring, and there's a lot of things that you can still get on the retiring list, and you only have until the last date to order would be May 1st. So May 2nd, everything goes live for the new catalog. So can't wait to start with the new product. So next week, this is my last week doing the retiring stuff, and next week we'll start on some new products. So can't wait I've already started playing with some. So I've got and next week I think I'm going to be doing Lighting the Way, and yeah, so let's just get down to, I'll show you the cards that I've done, and then we'll put together two cards. Hello, Margaret Ann. How are you? Thank you for joining me, and thank you for sharing. I like that. I appreciate that. So, okay, let me see if I can figure out how to switch this around. And can you hear me? It says that my audio was removed. So, oh, I see. When I took my picture off, you could probably hear me now, right? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, or just let me know. Still playing around with this. I don't know why there's only audio on one picture. Oh, thank you, Denise. Thank you, Margaret Ann. Yeah, I know it was no sound when I removed my face, but anyway. Okay, so we're back. So these are some of the cards that I was playing around with, and Denise, you really need to get this if you were eyeing this set. I think it's the cutest thing since sliced bread. So although sliced bread isn't cute, but anyway, this is one of the cards that I made. So what I'm going to be doing is using the blending brushes today, and mixing up the gnomes. This one I did with the new Designer Series paper, the In Color Designer Series paper. And this one was the copper clay. I thought was kind of cute. This one I did because I still had some designer series. It's back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks. The designer series paper that came with the Kindest Gnomes at Christmas came with some of the toadstools on the designer series paper, and I cut out some, so I still had a piece of that, and then I colored these two gnomes, which are from the friendly gnomes. And this one is using the new designer series paper as well, and it is what's that color? I still have to learn the colors. Moody Mauve. And so it goes really well with our smoky slate. So I did that, and it has a springtime stamp set. So these are just for the cards that I've done. I have some more, which I'll show you at the end. And I was working on my color challenge for next week's crafting crew meeting. And the colors are a couple of retiring colors, which are polished pink and Bermuda Bay, and then using Daffodil Delight. So I did one of those cards today. I sat down and I thought, you know what, I'll make one of those. So let's grab, I need to cut another piece of paper, a couple more pieces of paper. So give me, I'm going to pull in my, thought it was all ready. Not. Okay, so oh no, I do have them already cut. What am I doing? I have a stack of them. Okay, so I need, the first one I'm going to do is, it's going to be on basic white cardstock. And so you know your measurements. If you don't, it's 8.5 by 11, cut at 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. So that just gives us our basic card layout. We are going to need a piece of a designer series paper, and that is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And then we need another piece, just a little bit smaller, that we're going to color on. And that is 5 inches by 3 3/4. So I'm going to bring in my, so I don't make a mess here, a sheet. All right. And blending brushes. So, you know, if you don't have blending brushes, you want to get your hands on some of those too. So this is Balmy Blue that I've chosen, and I've already gone ahead and I have stamped and die cut the little gnomes, and I've used some in color. But these are from the Friendly Gnomes, and I've used the in color. This is Pebbled Path and Bubble Bath. The pink is Bubble Bath, and this is the Balmy Blue on her. So I've gone ahead and I've done that. I've also cut out a toadstool from the other stamp set from the Kindest Gnomes, and I've colored it in the Pebbled Path and it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. It's sorry, crumb cake, jeepers. Okay, it was right there. I could see it, but I couldn't. Anyway, so I'm going to use those, but I'm going to do a background in the Balmy Blue. So I'm going to take my little blending brush. I'm going to ink it up and just dab off a little bit so I don't get that great big spot, and just lightly do a color wash on the background. Just want to add a little bit of color Don't want everything so white, right? Okay. I think that'll stand out enough. Okay. And I'll keep that. I want to grab some blocks. So I'll grab one. And I'm going to put, "There's no one better than you." So you could use this for a birthday, and then just there's also wishing you the most magical of birthdays, which you can put on the inside if you want, or you can put that on the outside. And then, so maybe let's do that. I'm going to use this one for the next card as well. All right. If you see me bending down, I'm just grabbing stuff out of my drawers that I didn't have sitting on my desk. Okay, wishing you the most magical of birthdays. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp that first, just so I don't glue everything down and then mess it up. And then I can put my stuff around it. So there we have that. And let's see. Okay. Now it's just a matter of placing it. So, I mean, once you do all the hard work of coloring, we're just going to, I'm going to put that right there. And my stamp and seal. So did you ladies stock up on your liquid glue, your Tombow glue? I stocked up. I really stocked up. I got a basket full of glue. So it's going up $2 and I go through a lot of it. So I've gone ahead and purchased that. So I'm going to prop up my gnomes with dimensionals. Okay. And then the last little bit on the front here, I'm going to put, there's also some flowers that I've colored in, and I'm going to put the flowers behind him to make it look like he's holding some flowers, although his hand's not in the back. You can you ordered lots. Good for you. Good, Denise. Good, Margaret Ann. Yes. That's one of those things. I stocked up on paper too, but I find I'm going through paper, especially basic white, going through a lot of it. So I might, I'm just going to wait until closer to the new catalog launch and probably stock up a little bit more. So, all right. I've got envelopes, everything that's going up, stocked up on envelopes and the clear envelopes because I put all my cards in those. Okay, so he's giving her flowers. He's holding a heart. And drawer. I'm going to bring in some of my dimensionals and I'm going to color them in, or not dimensionals, I'm sorry, my rhinestones. I'm going to use a darker color on my rhinestones though, so I'm going to go with the dark night of navy. And I'm going to color those in. And there we go. So let's put our card together now. Choose whichever side you want on the designer series paper. Same color on both sides, just different design. Okay, there we go. So this is our first card. Just simple and cute. I just love these stamps. So the next one's going to be a little darker. So my card base is the same as the other one, and I'm using the Knight of Navy. Give me half a second here. I got to turn off my phone. I'm sorry, I forgot. And I have a kid out, so if it's not her texting, then, but just in case of an emergency. Okay, so I've got that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of cardstock that measures just the basic white. It measures 5 1/4 by 4, and it's going to we're going to use the blending brush on that as well. So bring in my Knight of Navy. And I have gone ahead and I've colored in the same. I love this toadstool. So I've colored it in the Knight of Navy. And this little guy with the lantern, he's from the Kindest Gnomes. And so that's Knight of Navy and a lighter blue. It's not a balmy blue. It's a Seaside Spray, the dark Seaside Spray. I still have that. So we'll be using these two. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up this, and we're going to color most of it in, but I don't have Daffodil Delight. I've got Daffodil Delight in my stamping blends, but I do not have it in the ink pad because I like the So Saffron better. So, and it's retiring. But so I'm bringing in my So Saffron as well, and my blending brush for the yellow. And I want to do some yellow in here. And the effect I'm going for is just sort of a nighttime. It's night with the little, he's got his lantern, so it's gonna shed some light. Now this, I'm going to be, one of the cards that I've made, or actually a couple of the cards that I've made, I'm doing the same technique with the blending brushes and stuff for the lighting the way. So let's finish with this Knight of Navy. See, I didn't dab off, so let's get. And I want it fairly dark. Okay, I think that's good enough. And put that aside for now. I'm going to bring this in, and I am going to place it right about here. And I'm going to glue that down. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I just want to get an idea of where to place it. So I'm going to stamp up there. Now you could, if I mess up, I can always cut a tag or something and put it over top, but I'd rather not. There we go. There's no one better than you. All right. And so what I've done as well is cut out some little toadstools and some grass, and I did it in the Night of Navy as well, just to kind of, just as though you were seeing it in the dark. Let's put this over so you're not looking at my mess. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to take a little bit of yellow, and I'm going to go just sort of over the side. Now, on this one, you can't really, just gives it a little change in color there so you can see a little bit of the yellow. All right. Bring these in. I'm going to pop up my gnome again with dimensionals. Okay. Put him right there. And then I'm going to put these on, and I am going to, where is my liquid glue? Place them wherever you like. And then pop these up with some, or, well, I'll glue one down and pop one up. How's that? And use my mini dimensional. Just need one. And put that right there. So, pretty easy. I want a little darker. So I'm just going to, there we go, on that corner. And let's attach it, and then just and don't forget your inside. So we'll grab another one of those pieces of basic weight for the inside. And you can stamp something on that if you want. We could do the birthday wishes, but I'm going to leave it blank. Because maybe you just want to send it to somebody, right? Just to let them know they're being thought of. So then what I did is I'm going to grab a block. So this one is, what did I do with that? This one I wanted to have sort of a snow effect. So I've got my Whisper White re-inker. And I've put a little bit on there. I'm going to take one of my, and I hope there's the color is off it. Nope. 1 second. I was using it, I was playing with it last night, so it's still got some color on it. I just want the water. Put a little bit of water on it, and I've got a brush. Just a fan brush. And then mix it up. And then I'm just splattering. And it'll take a couple of minutes to dry. I think that's enough. And then we have, it looks like snow. So I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. And that is it for our second card. I'm going to go ahead and stamp something in the inside. Maybe just, ooh, I've got a squirrel I colored. Don't mind my dirty rags, sorry. That's what I clean my blocks with. I use the Stampin' Mist and clean my blocks. I find it does a far superior job. So there you go. Yes, the yellow. It just kind of, I guess you could put a little bit of yellow in his beard too to make it look like a shadow there, but I liked his beard white, so I'm just leaving that one. But anyway, so that is, let's put this away. I don't want to smear that. I'm going to, I'll just finish it up. I've got some extra flowers. And a little squirrel. And there we've done the inside. So there we have our 2 cards. I think they're kind of cute. I think anybody would love to have them. So get them. You like the snow? Yeah, I like the snow too. So those are it for today, those 2 cards. So like I said, if you don't have the gnomes, go ahead and grab them. I've got, put that aside to dry. I've got a couple more that I can show you. And this one I made, it's not a shaker card, but it's a window card. It does have the window sheet on it. Lots of flowers. So, and I used the little toadstool out of the Friendly Gnomes stamp set. I don't like that one as much as the big one. So I've got that. And then, did I show you this one already? I did. And here's my color challenge. So that's with the polished pink and the Bermuda Bay. And I've got a little bit of yellow. Her hair's the yellow, the Daffodil Delight, and the windows. And I did smudge the So saffron, but you can't tell over top of the green in the background. So anyway, those are my cards for today. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you ladies for sharing. Thanks, Margaret Ann. And yeah, so I'm going to go without sound for a second, I think. Nope. Okay, so that's it for today. And gonna miss the polished pink. Yeah, I think I like the polished pink, and I like the blushing bride. Blushing bride was my favorite pink. The polished pink is nice and bright, it's cheerful, but the blushing bride is more I don't know, just a cool a softer tone color. And I'm really going to miss that because I'm not a fan of the petal pink, but it kind of looks orangey to me, but oh well. Now I've got bubble bath to play with. So I'll be working with the new colors and stuff. But yeah, so thanks for joining me. And you ladies have a wonderful week. And I am actually contemplating, I'm just trying to figure it out, coming on a couple of times a week now. And I was thinking Tuesdays and Thursdays and doing 2 projects on each day using the same same stamp set and going from there. So I just that I have some appointments booked coming up next week that might interfere with starting that. So, but it may be Tuesdays at 4:00, or maybe I'll change Thursdays to a different time and just kind of keep it both days consistent. So we will see. Yay. Thanks. You were good for my ego, Denise. All right. So I will, I'll post something on my Facebook page so that you'll know what I come up with or what I decide. So anyway, thanks for joining me again, and have a wonderful weekend. I will see you next week. Bye for now.